this point, the Warriors can look at themselves and say, yeah, we're pretty good.
At this point, Jalen, I mean, you and I have had this fight now since the day that we launched the show. But is this thing just a wrap? I mean, you watch them, you watch Boogie getting comfortable in there. It is a wrap with the Warriors.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
You go ahead.
Let me clear my throat and say this properly. It's not a foregone conclusion that the Golden State Warriors are just going to run through the Western Conference playoffs. It is not.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you why. Pick and roll defense. Each team has strengths and weaknesses. And when they play against Houston, who, by the way, basically have 2 all-star players in James Harden and CP. When they play against Oklahoma, Russell and Paul George, you know what they're going to be doing? Putting Boogie in pick and roll every time. And so that's how you're going to try to combat the Warriors being able to shoot the basketball the way they can. Defensively, the Oklahoma City Thunder in particular have great length. We just said yesterday, how many shots did they block of the Greek Freak?
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
On him alone, yes.
Okay, so they have the guy down low in Adams that can be an anchor to make Draymond and Boogie work as well. And they have multiple people that can switch on the perimeter. I'm not picking one of those teams to beat the Warriors, but I'm telling the world right now, when they play those 2 teams, it's going to be a long series.
RJ, will you talk some sense into him, please?
I can't believe what he just said. It's really, I've been on the court against them when they didn't have Kevin Durant, and it was not fun. I've been on the court when they had Kevin Durant, and it was definitely not fun. And now they've added Boogie Cousins to that mix, and it just you see kind of the trickle-down effect where guys are like, I got to get out of here, right? Like, I got to go someplace else, to Anthony Davis, where players need to team up because they have 5 all-stars on their team. They have 5 potential all-NBA guys on their team. There's just nothing that you can do about it. Is there a team in the Western Conference that can handle it? Yeah, the 88 Lakers, right?
Oh.
The 88 Lakers.
No, I'm talking about 88 was 30 years ago.
That's
Right now.
Right now? No. Maybe the 2001 Lakers, right?
How about the 2019 Boston Celtics? We all watched the game on Saturday night. It might have been the best game of the NBA season. I tweeted immediately, I'll sign up for 7 of these in June if we can get it.
Good
Is
tweet.
Boston a team that could make Golden State sweat in a 7-game series?
Absolutely, because when you play against the Warriors, you got to make Steph work. So I pick teams that all have guards that's going to make him work. So the Boston Celtics have that clearly with Kyrie Irving. They have multiple young players on the wing that can make shots. Tatum and Brown can lock down defensively. But Boston has to worry about their own conference.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, aren't they 5th in their own conference? So if they don't get like top 3, they're not getting out of the East.
Yeah, no, I agree. There are better teams, right? Oklahoma City, I feel like, is a really good team. But there are better teams in the Eastern Conference, Toronto, Philly, where they have tons of weapons and they have depth to go against the Warriors. But only one of them is going to get there, right? The only team that's in the Western Conference that could really compete if they play at their highest level is probably Houston, but they're still, James Harden's having a ridiculous season, but you're still waiting for that team to come together.
Everybody's sleeping on OKC.
Yeah, I ain't sleeping.
I'm trying to tell you.
Show me. They got to show me. They got to show me something. You got to show me. Look. They lost in the first round to a rookie-led team in the Utah Jazz last year. Don't tell me that they can compete and go and beat the best team maybe assembled in the history of game when they've lost in the first round the last 2 years to a rookie-led team in Donovan Mitchell. He's a bad boy, but just still, don't tell me that.
The dynamics of their team have shifted.
Not that much.
The guy that was playing in the All-Star game and like their best player last year was Russ, not as Paul George.
Yeah.
All right,
I like that dynamic.